Hello and a warm welcome to the Selindor Turf Club for our barrier trials on this Tuesday, the 28th of January, with 8 trials taking place here in the build-up towards this weekend's racing, which takes place both on Friday the 31st of January as well as Sunday, the 2nd of February. The first 5 trials this morning will be contested over 1,000 metres on track 2, and the remaining 3 trials will be contested over 400 metres. So the first trial is not too far away as we wait for the runners and riders to appear up on screen for trial 1, which should commence in approximately 8 or 9 minutes time. So until the slide comes up, and we have it now. Starting off with Chevelle Artist to be ridden by S. John. Arthur Pegasus will be ridden by Azizi. Lucky Baby to be ridden by Akmazani. Night Warrior will be ridden by CK On. Sinsfoon Hero will be ridden by Casey Lowe. Birard 61 will be ridden by Tiamar. Boy Xander, Andre de Silva, and Follow the Nature to be ridden by HC Lian. Those are your runners and riders for trial 1, and we're not too far away from a start, approximately 7 minutes until the beginning of today's trials. And the runners are moving in for the first trial this morning. Arthur Pegasus being the first runner to move in. Boy Xander. Field of 8 runners for this trial. As the next runner being called to load is Chevelle Artist, who steps forward. Lucky Baby has just been a little bit naughty going down to the start and continues to play up behind the starting stalls. Had to get a companion to go and fetch him at about the 1300 meter mark, and continues to play up behind the starting stalls is Lucky Baby. Lucky Baby moves up to the gates and then shies away. Lucky Baby now moves in. Now for the turn of Since Foon Hero. Moves in. Follow the Nature. And we're left with 2 more runners left to load. Night Warrior and Birak 61, and we'll be set for a start. Birak 61 steps forward. We're set and ready. Trial 1 for the morning. Gates are open. Away and trialing from that 1000 meter mark, and the starters caught them to a pretty level beginning. Night Warrior broke out on speed. Birak 61, who's deeper out on the track, who's also showing some good pace, followed by Boy Xander. Racing away in fourth at this stage is Since Foon Hero, now being passed up on the outside by the grey Follow the Nature. A breakaway of 3 lengths in running further back to Arthur Pegasus, who's racing just ahead of Chevelle Artist, and the bat marker for now is Lucky Baby, with about 10 lengths separating top to tail is at the 500 meter mark, and out in front, who has the lead by about 3/4 of a length, is Birak 61, but now starting to cut back the deficit is Boy Xander on his outside in second. Follow the Nature's the grey in third, then down towards the inside we've got Night Warrior. They're being followed by Since Foon Hero, then further back to Chevelle Artist, and Arthur Pegasus is racing at the back end of the field, 150 meters left to travel. Boy Xander now applies the pressure down the centre of the track and moves on by, and Boy Xander with his head in front is going to come home to win. Birak 61 is back in second, then came Follow the Nature in third. Since Foon Hero was back in fourth. Gets close for the minor placings just in behind that. You had Arthur Pegasus on the outside, followed by Night Warrior, then came Chevelle Artist, and a long way back to Lucky Baby. So Boy Xander takes out trial 1 for the HY Change Stable, written by Andre de Silva. Went by Birak 61 in the closing stages, who was the long-time leader, and will win by about half a length. Second place, Birak 61. Third placing was the grey, Follow the Nature. Then came Since Foon Hero, who was back in fourth. A long way back to Night Warrior, who finished in fifth. Then came Arthur Pegasus, who was back in 6th. Followed by Chevelle Artist in 7th. And Lucky Baby was a distant last. So just to repeat those numbers, Boy Xander the winner, followed by Bearart 61 in 2nd. 3rd place, Follow the Nature. In 4th, we had Sinsphoon Hero. 5th place, Night Warrior. In 6th was Arthur Pegasus. 7th, Chevelle Artist. In 8th was Lucky Baby. And that completed the field. Up next is Trial 2, which will commence shortly. Up next is Trial 2 for the morning. And the runners and riders on screen. Commander Jones will be ridden by S. John. Cheerful Baby to be ridden by, I believe it's Saifudin. There has been a change according to the declarations coming through. Nardis King to be ridden by Z. Faisal. Top Field will be ridden by Andre De Silva. Kim Kim to be ridden by KC Lowe. King G will be ridden by A. Surya. And the Wild Gold to be ridden by Shafiq. And Infinity Victory is the removal or withdrawal from this trial. It leaves us with the field of 7 runners, and they'll be making their way down to the start shortly. And the runners moving in for trial 2. First two runners to step forward. Both Cheerful Baby and Nardis King. Now for the turn of the Wild Goal. Just a field of 6 runners. Top field was also scratched from this field. As we're waiting on the Wild Goal, who now moves in. So half the field already waiting inside the starting stalls. Now for the turn of Kim Kim. Moves in. And then we're just left with King G and Commander Jones to complete the field. King G moves in. Commander Jones, the last runner, moves in. And we're set for a start, 1,000 meters. And they're off and trialing from that 1,000 meter mark. Starters caught them in a perfect line. Give them a chance to settle fully into stride. Maybe Nardis King broke out quickest of all, and he leads the field early on, but now is passed up on the outside by King G. Then a breakaway length further back in running. Towards the outside of runners, the Wild Goal is racing away in third. Kim Kim is with the white saddlecloth in fourth, only racing 3 lengths off the leader. A length and a quarter further back in the field to Commander Jones, and outpaced in the early stages is Cheerful Baby, who's detached from the field and racing easily 10 lengths off the leader. The homeward bound with just on 400 meters left to travel. Up on the outside, King G's picked up the lead from Nardis King, who races away in second. Deep routes on the track, now starting to move forward is the Wild Goal. Down towards the inside, the grey is Commander Jones. Then in between runners, we've got Kim Kim. As they're into the final 200 meters now, and up on the outside, it's the Wild Goal who's picked up the lead. He's drawn about half a length clear, but racing in second is Kim Kim, who now slowly starts to work her way into the trial. These 2 lengths clear of the rest of the field, and they're going to hit the line together as one. And I think up on the inside, maybe Kim Kim just ahead of the Wild Goal in second. Then we had Commander Jones, followed by King G. Further back in the field to Nardis King. And last across the line was Cheerful Baby. Well, it's very close here between Commander Jones and the Wild Goal, who was up on the outside of the track. With the naked eye, it looks like the inside Kim Kim might have just got a nose down in time, as we'll see in the replay. Kim Kim the inside, outside is the Wild Goal. And they both hit the line together as one. And it'll actually be the outside, I think, on that. So I think the Wild Goal's got up to beat Kim Kim. The Wild Goal just ahead of Kim Kim, followed by Commander Jones in third. Then came King G, who was back in fourth, followed by Nardis King, who finished in fifth. And Cheerful Baby, well, was outpaced and detached from the field and was never in this trial whatsoever. So just to repeat those numbers, the Wild Goal, the winner, up on the outside, followed by Kim Kim in second, Commander Jones in third. Fourth place was King G. In fifth, Nardis King. And in sixth place was Cheerful Baby. And that completes trial 2. Up next, we have trial 3. And up next is Barrier Trial 3 for the morning, starting off with One Legacy. It'll be ridden by M. Lukman. Best Chili to be ridden by Shazman. Storm Deity will be ridden by Saifuddin, if I'm not mistaken, according to the changes. I think Adam Rosania stood down for this morning's trials, so I could stand corrected, but I believe Saifuddin's picked up the ride on Storm Deity. Red Maned will be ridden by S. John. Bolton to be ridden by Fikri. Make You Happy to be ridden by Saria. Engine Starts, Shafiq, and Smart Racer will be ridden by Beholden. Those are the runners and riders for Trial 3, which will commence in approximately 4 to 5 minutes' time. And the runners are moving in for trial 3 this morning. One Legacy steps forward. As well as Red Maned. Next runner to move in is Bolton. So a field of 7 runners for this trial. Storm Deity to move in. Make You Happy. Let's try and move in. Engine Start. And to complete the field is Smart Racer, who moves in. 1,000 meters to cover, 7 runners. Gates are open. Away and trialing from that 1,000 meter mark. Bit of an untidy beginning. Storm Deity wasn't the quickest away, and you have to race from the back end of the field early on. Bolton responded quickly alongside Red Mane. Those two go clear of the rest of the field to lead the field. Heading down the back straight. Then further back in the running, we drop back to Engine Start, who's racing a clear third, about 3.5 lengths off the leader. On his inside is One Legacy. Then up on the outside, Smart Racer. A breakaway of 4 lengths further back in the running to Make You Happy, and detached from the field. And a long way back in running, we have... that one would be right at the back there. Storm Deity is at the 400 meter mark now, and up in front, Red Mane has picked up the lead. Racing away in second is Bolton, then a breakaway of 3 lengths further back and running to One Legacy. Then up on the outside is Engine Start. Running on is Smart Racer, but still has about 6 or 7 lengths to make up as they're into the final 100 meters now. Red Maned on the inside, up on the outside Bolton. These two left to fight it out with the run down to the wire. Heads up, heads down, and they hit the line as one. And once again, very close. We have to wait for the replay to separate those two. Third place might have gone to Make You Happy on the inside. He took off late in the closing stages. Then up on the outside, we had Engine Start. And further back to One Legacy. Then came Smart Racer. And a long way back, we had Storm Deity. So it's very close here between Red Maned as well as Bolton. Nothing separating the two as they hit the line. See, on the inside is Red Maned, up on the outside is Bolton. And with the slow-mo replay, it's heads up, heads down, and on the line, it will be on the inside, Red Maned. That wins by a nose, or even a short head. So Red Maned the winner, followed by in second was Bolton. Third place... did get close. Make You Happy was taking off on the inside. And with the slow-mo replay, a very close margin once again here, but it looks like Make You Happy gets up for third. Fourth place was up on the outside, and that was Engine Start. Back in fifth, we had One Legacy. They were followed further back by Smart Racer, and Storm Deity was the back marker in seventh. So just to repeat the placings and the numbers, Red Maned the winner, followed by Bolton in second. Third place was Make You Happy. In fourth was Engine Start. Fifth place went to One Legacy. In sixth was Smart Racer. And in seventh, and completely tailed off, was Storm Deity. And that completes Barrier Trial 3. Up next is Trial 4, and that will commence in approximately 5 minutes' time. Runners and riders for the next trial. Rise of the Legend will be ridden by Andre de Silva. Master Player to be ridden by Saifuddin. Again, just to take note that Saifuddin has picked up on the rides for Atmazani. So just take note of that. Black Prince will be ridden by Shazman. Mr. Hooper will be ridden by Lukman. Perfect Brands to be ridden by Behalden. Healthy Baby to be ridden by Shafiq. Darcy to be ridden by CK On. And Wait You Know to be ridden by S. John. Those are the runners and riders for Barrier Trial 4, which will be up next and will be contested shortly. And the runners are being called to load for trial 4, Rise of the Legend, the first runner to move in. Master Player. Field of 8 runners for this trial. Perfect Brands. Next runner to load is Black Prince. And that's half the field loaded for trial 4. Darcy being called to load and moves in. 3 more runners. Wait You Know. Wait You Know moves in. Mr. Hooper. Mr. Hooper with the blindfold on just shies away at the first attempt. He is bundled up and backs away once again, Mr. Hooper. Mr. Hooper continues to shy away. Mr. Hooper is up to the starting stalls. Now puts his head inside, halfway in, and now moves forward. So Mr. Hooper now safely installed, and the last runner to load will be Healthy Baby. Moves in, 1,000 meters. Gates are open, and they've fired on their way from the 1,000 meter mark. Darcy was about 3 or 4 lengths slow when the starter said go, and it's already a few shakes of the reins to try and stay in touch with the field. Towards the inside, Rise of the Legend broke out well enough with Black Prince, who also shows some pace alongside Mr. Hooper. Racing towards the inside of runners is Master Player, who now settles back to race in 4th and joins alongside Healthy Baby. Then further back in the field is Perfect Brands, who's racing just ahead of Wait You Know, and the back mark is Darcy, who after that slow start isn't too far off the leader, only racing about 5 or 6 lengths off the gallop as they're homeward bound with just on 420 meters left to travel. And up in front it's Rise of the Legend that's picked up the lead. Racing in second is Black Prince. Towards the inside is Darcy. Deeper out on the track, Mr. Hooper racing. And now right up on the outside we've got Healthy Baby, who's also in contention as they're into the final 150 meters now. It's still Rise of the Legend in front, but deepest out on the track, Healthy Baby also showing some good turn of foot. On the inside is Darcy as they hit the line together. Very close. I think Rise of the Legend will get there. Just ahead of up on the outside, Healthy Baby. Darcy was back in 3rd, followed by Mr. Hooper. Wait You Know was next best. Then came Black Prince, Perfect Brands, and then further back in the field to Master Player. So I think Rise of the Legend has done enough to win this trial. You can see hard up on the outside rail was Healthy Baby in the new salts for Shafiq, who was slowly but surely cutting back the deficit. You can just see how the going is just inside of him there, and obviously tried to avoid that and came hard up on the outside rail. But the winner, Rise of the Legend, followed by Healthy Baby. 3rd place was Darcy. Then came Mr. Hooper, who was next across the line in 4th, followed by Wait You Know, who was back in 5th. Then came Perfect Brands in 6th, We finished just ahead of Black Prince, who was back in 7th, and Master Player was last across the line. A close and compact field on this trial. Just to repeat the numbers, Rise of the Legend, the winner. 2nd place, Healthy Baby. In 3rd was Darcy. 4th place, Mr. Hooper. In 5th, we had Wait You Know. 6th place, Perfect Brands. In 7th, Black Prince. And in 8th place was Master Player. We move on to Trial 5, which is the last of our trials over 1,000 meters. And that will commence in approximately 10 minutes' time. Runners and riders for this trial, Power Projection will be ridden by Casey Lowe, it looks like. So Casey Lowe riding Power Projection. Jockey change there. Guess Me, Andre De Silva. Sky 8 will be ridden by Shafiq. Sheesh to be ridden by S. John. Ari, once again, Saifuddin picks up the ride for Akmanzani. And Taki will be ridden by M. Lukman. Those are the runners and riders for Trial 5, the last of our trials over 1,000 meters, before we move across to 400 meters for the remaining 3 trials after Trial 5. Runners and riders being called to load now for trial 5, the last of our trials over 1,000 meters. Sky 8, the first runner to move in. Sheesh. Next runner being called to load is Ari. Ari moves in. And then we're just left with 2 more runners left to load. Taki. And Power Projection will complete the field. Just the field of 5. Power Projection moves in. Handler moves away 1,000 meters. Gates are back, off and trialing from that 1,000 meter mark. Sky 8's the first one to respond, but Power Projection also wants to lead. And now Power Projection gets urgent, pushes right alongside Sky 8, and these two have gone about 2 lengths clear of the next best runner in third, which is Ari, who's racing in between runners. On his inside is Sheesh, and deeper out on the track is Taki. Only about 2.5 lengths cover the field, as they're just about halfway through this trial with 500 meters left to travel. Up in front, Power Projection, the narrow leader, only by about a nose. Racing away in second is Sky 8, then further back to Ari, who sits on the inside of Taki, and last of all is Sheesh, with about 3 lengths covering top to tail with 350 meters left to travel. Power Projection now starts to extend his lead a bit. He's given it a bit more rein and gone about a length clear. Racing away in second is Sky 8, then deeper out on the track. We've got Taki, who's starting to run on, followed by Ari, but with 100 meters left to travel. Power Projection looks to be too strong for them here, and Power Projection will win with the run down to the line. Second place will go to Sky 8, then a big margin to Taki, who finishes just ahead of Ari, and Sheesh will have to complete the field last of all. Power Projection under KC Low for the Joseph Lech stable will take out trial 5. Wasn't initially the quickest away, but did get a few shakes of the reins and quickened up. Joined alongside Sky 8, and then at the top of the straight, Power Projection picked up the lead and never looked back. So Power Projection, the winner from Sky 8 in second. And there was a big gap to the third placed runner, which I believe was Taki, if I'm not mistaken, ahead of Ari. And fifth going the way of Sheesh, who completed the field and was last of all. So just to repeat those numbers, Power Projection, the winner, followed by Sky 8 in second. Third place going to Taki. In fourth was Ari, and in fifth place we had Sheesh. And that completes Barrier Trial 5. Up next is Trial 6, and the remaining trials will be contested over 400 meters. Runners and riders for Trial 6 this morning, just a field of 4 runners. Supreme Liner to be ridden by Shasman. Montana Flash will be ridden by Saria. Zart ridden by Uzea, and Lord's Command will be ridden by Behalden. 4 runners, 400 meters, and the runners and riders will make their way down to the start shortly, and the starting stalls are also being relocated now to the 400 meter mark. Runners are moving in for trial 6 this morning. Montana Flash, the first runner to move in. Just a field of 4 runners. Zar steps forward. Lord's Command moves in. And the last runner to load will be Supreme Liner. Supreme Liner steps forward. Handler moves away 400 meters. Flags up. Supreme Liner just to Cecil. Gates are open. Away and trialing from that 400 meter mark. Towards the outside, Lord's Command responded quite quickly, but down towards the inside, Montana Flash also shows some good toe with Supreme Liner and Zar. Orange sleeves and white cap is next best. A close and compact field going past the final 150 meters now. Montana Flash does have the advantage over Supreme Liner, and Montana Flash is too quick for them here. Will come home to win it. Second place going the way of Supreme Liner. Third, I think, goes up on the outside, Lord's Command, maybe just ahead of Zar. So Montana Flash from the Sivan stable, ridden by Surya. Will come home to win trial 6 this morning, followed by Supreme Liner, who is back in second under Shasman. Third and fourth gets very close. Lord's Command was quickening up on the outside of runners. You can see Zar's battle on the inside as these two hit the line together. And it will be the outside Lord's Command who finishes in third, followed by Zar, who is back in fourth. Montana Flash, the winner, followed by Supreme Liner in second. Lord's Command was back in third, and last across the line in fourth was Zar. That completes trial 6, and up next will be barrier trial 7, which should commence in approximately 8 minutes' time. Next up, we have barrier trial 7 for the morning. Starting off with Trafalgar, who will be ridden by CK On. The Saint, to be ridden by Uzea. Look After will be ridden by Surya. Royal Commission, to be ridden by J. Ikram. Ben's Champion, to be ridden by Nazir. Star Express, Zulhilmi. And General Command, to be ridden by Beholden. Those are the runners and riders for barrier trial 7, which is the penultimate of our trials this morning, as the runners and riders will make their way down to the start shortly. Loading process underway for trial 7 this morning. Trafalgar, the first runner to move in, followed by the Saint. Field of 7 runners for this trial. So Look After has moved into its starting stall, riderless, and Saria now jumps aboard. So we're left with just 4 more runners left to load. Royal Commission being called to load. Moves in. Star Express steps forward. And we're just left with 2 more runners left to load. General Command and Ben's Champion. General Command moves in. And Ben's Champion, the last runner. And he'll complete the field. Ben's Champion moves in. Handler moves away 400 meters. General Command to settle. Gates are back, away and trialing from that 400 meter mark. Towards the inside, the Saint shows any amount of early speed alongside Trafalgar. Then comes Royal Commission racing with Ben's Champion. Deep route Star Express, General Command, and last of all, at the back is Look After. With just on 150 meters left to travel on the inside, the Saint now feels the pressure. Royal Commission and Ben's Champion up on the outside. These 3 going to hit the line as one. And I think the inside, the Saint will just get ahead of Royal Commission. Ben's Champion was back in 3rd. Then came Star Express, who was further back in 4th, followed by Look After. Then came Trafalgar, and last across the line was General Command. So the Saints under Uzair will come home to win this trial and start to finish up in front. 2nd place Royal Commission, 3rd went the way of Ben's Champion. Both those runners also showing some good speed and worked their way across from the wider starting stalls. Ended up along the middle inside of the track, followed by Star Express, who was back in 4th. Then came Look After in 5th. And the final pair, I think Trafalgar might have finished ahead of General Command. We'll just wait for the replay to run through. And that is the case. Trafalgar was back in 6th, followed by General Command in 7th. To repeat the numbers, the Saint the winner, followed by Royal Commission in 2nd. 3rd place Ben's Champion. In 4th we had Star Express. 5th place Look After. In 6th was Trafalgar. And last across the line was General Command. Up next, the 8th and final trial this morning, and it will be contested over 400 meters. Eighth and final trial for this morning, starting off with the runners and riders. There's an unnamed runner from the Sivan stable, which will be ridden by Saria. 2 Million to be ridden by Bahouden. Star Victory, Zilhilmi. Kitsune to be ridden by Nazir. And Screenshot will be ridden by Shazman. 5 runners, 400 meters, and that will be the final trial for this morning. And it should commence in approximately 6 or 7 minutes' time. Runners are moving forward for the final trial this morning. 2 million, the first runner to move in. The unnamed runner moves in. And then we're left with just 3 more runners left to load. Star Victory steps forward. And the remaining 2, Kitsune and Screenshots. And we'll be set for a start. Kitsune moves in. And the last runner to load, Screenshots, under Shasman, will complete the field. Screenshots. Oh, and one of them had broken through the gates here. And that would be Star Victory, who somehow Zulhilmi has managed to stay on and has got him under a tight hold. Hasn't gone further than 50 meters down the track. So we'll be in for about a 2-minute delay here. Star Victory busy trotting back to the starting stalls. The rest of the field stand waiting. So Star Victory just breaking through the front of the starting stalls, but Zulhilmi held him together. All the while Screenshots just reared up for a second or two. So Star Victory is now at the back of the starting stalls, and they'll try again with Star Victory. And I'm sure as he moves in, they'll be ready to go straight away. So Star Victory moves in, Handler moves away, flags up, gates are back, often trialing from that 400 meter mark. Starters taught them to a level beginning, but towards the inside, 2 million responded well enough. Kitsune now pushes forward to be the sole leader. Down the inside is the unnamed runner as well. Star Victory also showing some good pace and deep routes as Screenshots, as they've got just over 100 meters left to go. It's Kitsune. That's the one in front by about a length. In second, Star Victory, and that's how it's going to stay. Kitsune, Star Victory. Third place was the unnamed runner. Further back in the field to 2 million, and the back marker was Screenshots. So Kitsune will come home to win the final trial this morning. Second place going the way of Star Victory, both stable companions from the Frank Maynard stable, finishing first and second. Third place going to the unnamed runner, right along the inside rail. Then there was a breakaway of a couple of lengths further back to 2 million. And last across the line was Screenshot in fifth. So just to repeat those numbers, Kitsune the winner, followed by Star Victory in second. Third place went the way of the unnamed runner. In fourth, we had 2 million. And last across the line was Screenshot. That completes our trials for this Tuesday, the 28th of January. We've got our race meeting on Friday, the 31st, and Sunday, the 2nd of Feb. So until then, farewell, and see you at the races this weekend for a very interesting weekend of racing at the Selangor Turf Club.